Okay, so today we are diving into something we use every single day, which is our muscle. From walking, running, lifting, or even we are just standing. Okay, our muscles are always working behind the scenes. So let's break it down. What they made of, how they contract, and also how we can build strength in the smart way. So let's make this simple and clear. Alright, first thing first, all of you must know there are three types of muscle in our body. Okay, for the first one, we have smooth muscle. That one in our stomach and also blood vessel. Second, we have cardiac muscle. That one in our heart. And last one is skeletal muscle, which we use to make any movement. For example, jumping or lifting. Okay. Next, I want to talk about more to skeletal muscle. Okay. Skeletal muscle are made of long fiber. And it surrounded by a membrane we call sarcolemma. And inside it, we have the sarcoplasm. This whole glucose, fat, and also other nutrient. Okay, there also a system of tube called T-tubule, which send the signal deep into the muscle, and the sarcoplasmic reticulum, which store the calcium, and it's need to for contraction. Alright, let's break down how a muscle can contract. Okay, first, a signal from our brain travel down to the muscle. Second, that signal goes through to the tubule and tells the sarcoplasmic reticulum to release the calcium ions. Number 3, the calcium will bind with a protein and called troponin, which move to another protein and will produce tropomyosin. Okay, number 4, that open up binding site for myosin is to grab onto 18 and then they pull. Okay, that pull is called the power stroke and it's what shorten the muscle. Okay, all of this need ATP, calcium, and also glucose to make it work. Okay, when the signal stops, calcium goes back into storage and the muscle will be relaxed. Okay, did you know your body has two different types of muscle fiber and they work in totally different ways? Okay, first we have slow twitch. Basically, the fiber are built for endurance. We use them when we are jogging, cycling, or hiking. They use oxygen and fat as their fuel, and they don't get tired easily. So, they are perfect for long and steady activity. Okay, second, we have fast twitch. On the other hand, these fibers are made for power. Okay, usually we use them when we want to sprinting, jumping, or doing a heavy lift. Okay, these fibers are strong and also fast, but they burn out quickly because they just rely on ATP and also phosphorylating, not the oxygen. Alright, let's talk about what happened when we actually move. You might think it's just only one muscle working, but in reality, a group of muscle it works together, and each one plays a different role. Okay, The main mover we call agonist, and that's the muscle doing the most of the works. Second is antagonist, does the opposite. It helps control or slow down the movement, kind of like a safety brake. Then we have a synergist, which are the assistant. They help cut and also we can say like find the tune the motion. Okay, for example, when you do a bicep curl, the bicep is agonist. It does the lifting, and the tricep is the antagonist. It's relaxed but help control the motion. Okay, small muscle around your elbow act as a synergist to keep it smooth. Alright, now when we talk about how muscle contract, there are three main types. Okay, first, concentric contraction. Okay, this is when the muscle shorten, like when you lift a dumbbell. Second, we have eccentric contraction. This is when the muscle lengthened while holding tension, like when you lower the dumbbell back down. Okay, last, we have static or isometric contraction. This is when the muscle contract but doesn't change the length, like holding a plank or pausing in the middle of squat. Okay, so how to get stronger? Here's the quick guide from ACSM. Try to train 2-3 times a week. And for strength, try lift 85% of your max. For power, try 75%. And for endurance, 50 until 65%. Okay, try do 8 until 12 reps. And rest 30 to 90 seconds. And try keep a 1/4 work to rest ratio. Okay, the most important is our nutrition. 65% of carbohydrate, 20% of fat, and 15% of protein. Okay. Other side, hormone and also genetic also play a big part in your muscle growth. Okay, maybe all of you want to try your strength. So I have two, which is hand grip test and also trunk lift. Because these both are simple way to check how well our muscles are doing. And that's all for today. Now you know what's really going on inside your body every time you move. And if you found this helpful, drop a like, leave a comment, or share it with someone who into fitness. See you in the next video. Assalamualaikum.